Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. And as a quick reminder to all, my focus, my mission here on the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across all regions. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel, when you choose to like the videos, and when you choose to share the information with friends, associates, and colleagues. So with that said, if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share the information with associates and colleagues that you feel could benefit from the information provided. And to learn more about me and my company and additional ways that you can support the channel, please check out those links below. And with that said, let's get into our topic here today, and it's marketing and growing your personal training business. Marketing and growing your personal training business. Now, there's a couple different ways to look at this. I mean, you could be, a standalone personal trainer. You could be a personal training gym, or you could be a bigger facility that has personal training within that. You can have personal trainers that are employees. Some are independent contractors. Some pay rent. There's a lot of different ways to kind of enter into this. But what I want to talk about is, how do you market this? How do you grow it? What's the fundamental steps here to make sure you're successful with this? Because I know I talk to a lot of trainers, they spend time inside a bigger facility, and one of the advantages they'll have a lot of times with that bigger facility is they get more traffic. They get kind of out on their own or something similar, and they struggle a bit because they don't have that traffic. So let's just talk about some things that we want to make sure that we're really focused on. And so number one, understand your business goals and vision. Understand your business goals and vision. What do you want this to look like? What are your goals here? Okay, and certainly, at the top of the list here is, how do we solve problems for folks? How do we provide solutions? How do we provide value? How do we do all this? Okay, that's going to be at the top. And whatever these goals are, I mean, it's going to be a good idea to really take a look at them and say, okay, here's what we want to accomplish. Now let's think a little bigger. Because more often than not, one of the problems we have is our think is too small. And we want to get a bigger think, and then you want to match that with an action plan to match that think. Okay, and this is kind of fundamental to business, but understand what your business goals are, and certainly number one is make a profit, right? And how are we going to do that, and what's the vision, to be able to do that? And that's going to include processes, how we drive traffic, how we think, what we learn, how we write down goals, when we write them down. There's a lot of things that go into that. And you can actually check the channel here on how to write plan of actions. I'll talk about some of that here in a bit, but how to write plan of actions, how to take your business to that next level. There's several other topics and videos here in the channel that can really benefit you on some of this. Number two, define your ideal client and their desires. Define your ideal client. This is one of the bigger mistakes that we see made, is in a manner of speaking, we try to be all things to all people. And what you want to do, define who your ideal client is, and then we want to make sure that our marketing, our promotions, and all of that, match up with who this ideal client is. If you're focusing on folks that maybe need to lose 25 pounds, haven't worked out in about a year, and you're running marketing pieces that show someone, super buff with a big old sledgehammer hitting the tractor tire, that may not be a good match right there. So identify your ideal client, because without doing that, it's going to make your marketing, a challenge. So who is your ideal client? Who are you looking to talk to? Okay, is it the stay-at-home mom? Is it the new mom? Is it the busy executive? Is it the is it the senior? Is it someone with some medical issues? Is it a young athlete, youth sports? Define who it is you're going to go after, and really kind of stay in that lane. Number three, create compelling offers that your client will want to buy. Create compelling offers that your clients will want to buy. What are some compelling offers? Maybe it's 3 sessions at a discount rate. Try it out, then decide. That's a good one for a lot of folks, regardless of what kind of training model that you're running. That's one that will work. But you want compelling offers that your client will want to buy. Maybe it's couple workouts. Maybe instead of just simply private one-on-ones, maybe it's semi-privates with others. Maybe it's a higher level program that includes meal planning, includes supplementation and things like that. So create compelling offers. One of the things you want to remember here, and this goes kind of with anything, but of all your customers, 20% of them will pay more money if we simply ask. So have that higher price program. Have that program that maybe prepays for a year, prepays for 6 months, has meal planning, has supplementation in it, might have some phone coaching in it, might have some email coaching in it, might include an app, and you're charging more of a premium for that. Okay, so just know 20% of your folks, good chance they're going to take you up on that. Number 4, clarifying your message to attract the right customer. Okay, clarifying your message to attract the right audience. Make sure you're crystal clear on what you're trying to do here. Okay, and some of the things too, when you're clarifying this message, make sure you're providing what I would call urgency. Make sure you're providing a call to action, telling your customer what to do. Okay, whether you can only take on 3 more clients like this, because if you're an individual trainer, one of the realities is, space is limited at a certain point. Okay, you can only do so many. So really clarify your message so that you're really attracting that right audience. Make sure you're speaking to them. Okay, when you're looking in that camera, like right now, I'm talking to you about how to improve your personal training business. But clarify that message. And then number 5, and maybe this is the most important one, but define a marketing strategy that you can consistently execute over time. Define a marketing strategy that you can consistently execute over time. So here's the number 1 problem for virtually every trainer. Unless you're Hollywood famous, you're a celebrity trainer in that sense. But the issue is that nobody knows who you are, and those that do, they don't have you at top of mind. And most folks in business, they'll do 1 or 2 things. I'll talk to many trainers and I'll ask them, well, how do you get your clients? Well, people see me training and, they ask. Okay, well, great. That's one great way. But boy, there's a lot of other ways. We want to get known. Okay, and particularly if you're overseeing a group of trainers, even more important. Okay, but define a marketing strategy. And one of the things that I suggest you do is put together a plan of action. Every month, have a plan of action. You can search the channel here on how to write a plan of action, but you've got your starting point, you've got your goals, tangible and intangible. What's the plan for each? What's roadblocks and setbacks do we expect? What's the plan if that happens? But get this marketing strategy together, but it has to be something that you can and will consistently execute, month after month after month. The secret of marketing is the consistency of it, and we want to continue to grow on it and build it. And one of the questions I would pose here, just in terms of your marketing, regardless of what kind of model you're running, when's the last time you put out a press release on maybe just human interest, on clients that have gotten great results, or some new twist that you provided to what you do to help people get results faster, better, quicker? Okay, but you're going to have the marketing. And one of the little tips on marketing, the best time to do marketing is when you don't need it. Now, you should do it all the time, okay, but the very best time to do it is when you don't need it, because what happens is maybe we're full, and so now we quit marketing. Well, now we lose a few clients, and now we have to start marketing all over again. It might take us 1, 2, 3, or 4 months to get back to where we were. Keep that pipeline full. Keep it full. Keep it full. And if you're having some challenges, hey, I'm getting more clients than I can handle. Hey, good problem to have, number 1. But number 2, maybe you sell semi-privates. You sell group training that can advance to private one-on-ones as other people, leave your program. But define a marketing strategy that you're going to be able to use on a regular basis. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And again, my mission here, my focus here in the channel is I want to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can across all channels. And the best way that I can do that is when you choose to subscribe, when you choose to like the videos, and when you choose to share the information with friends, associates, and colleagues. So if you've not yet done so, now's a great time to do it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Be sure to check out the links below on additional ways you can support the channel and different ways that I can help you take your business to that next level. And we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.